Lights, camera, Ollie's.
How long have you been working on this evening?
On this evening, just tonight?
No, all the planning.
All the planning. For about a year, I guess, haven't we? Yeah, to get tonight together, yes. Yeah.
So it's been a lot of planning.
A lot of planning. Yeah.
And
A lot of hard work. Yeah.
But it's a big thank you to the community for all they give to Win TV.
Oh God, yes. We love the community, so that's why we are here tonight.
Yeah. I want the world to meet our intern, Caitlin, if they don't know her from her famous show. She's going to be very famous someday, and we're going to be very proud that she came from Windsor.
Senior Voice.
Absolutely. It's a great program and a lot of interest.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have a fun time together, bringing up topics that are important to seniors, though, which is good.
Hartman.
Hi, nice to meet you.
And you are?
I'm Lori Badagnani. I produce a show called New England Cuisine, cooking show.
Oh, great. That's a great show.
Yep, thank you.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening, everyone. First of all, we'd like to welcome you on behalf of the Win TV family. We'd like to welcome you for sharing with us this evening in our Ollie's presentation. It's truly a wonderful experience to see all of you here this evening. We brave the rain that's out there. We're thankful for the warm weather that we have, and that the rain didn't come piled down on you like the weatherman said may happen at this time. Now, I introduced myself to you, and I'll introduce you to the board. My name is Elliott, and I'm the president of the Win TV board of directors. But first and foremost, I'm a preacher, and it got me in the church. Got me up on the pulpit. And when I walked in here a little earlier, I started to feel a little something, and the guys told me to stay to the script, and just stay to the script. So I'm going to do that. Okay, I'm going to be obedient and do that. But first of all, we want to say thank you to the Grace Episcopal Church. Let's give a hand for them. Now, I'd like to take this time right now again to welcome you and to introduce our board of directors to you, as well as staff and the kid video staff. So, first of all, myself, Lorenzo Elliott, I am the president of the board. We have Lucinda Canty, who is our vice president. We have Paul Mazzino, who is our board member. We have Elliot Serrata, who is our secretary. He's around there. We have Lawrence Jagger, who is our member at large. We have other board members, Teresa Freeman, Ann Walsh, Michael Daly, Linford Laws, Adam V. Where I am, I'm not going to mess with the name. I mess it up. Okay. David Rainey, Bill Stevenson, and also Adam also is our treasurer. And we have John Rivera. Let's give a hand for them. And we also introduce the staff to you now. Jenny Horan, let's give her. She's just awesome. One word to describe her, awesome. Okay, in every sense of the word. She's done a great job while she's with Win TV. And as you know, like many of you know her, you see the activity that she has and the energy that she has in the station. And she does, since she's helped us out, she's done a tremendous job with us and has helped the board to blossom. Okay, we have Deanna White, our production supervisor, and excellent. Carol Hartman. Raise your hand if you did. Just let everybody recognize and know who you are. We have Phyllis Stargarter. Is it Stargarter? Okay, we have Renata Ram. Is it Ram? She's the municipal coordinator. So we have our collaborations, and she's our municipal coordinator. As we have Caitlin Alley, she's also our municipal assistant. Then for our kid bid staff, we have Howard Marsh, who's our coordinator. Where are you, Howard? And we have Michelle Oran, who's the assistant. And Lisa Yeshkin, is that it? You know, I'm gonna, and I always want to say this publicly before I turn my goal back. I always want to say this publicly. I'm so proud and pleased to be a part of the WinTV board and the WinTV family, and I'm going to pepper up the gems that make the foundation of the WinTV family. So let's give them a hand. I'd like to introduce to you our MC this evening, and his name is none other than Mr. Mark Walker. Let's give a hand for Mr. Walker.
Thank you, Windsor. Well, hello everybody. You guys are in for a great night. So, good evening. Welcome to the 2013 Windsor Community Television Ollie Awards. You know, Windsor was talking about being a preacher. I don't know, it must be some kind of thing, because I'm a minister too. And I'm at home here. So, I don't go off, of course. Everyone turn to the person to your right. Turn to the person to your right. And ask them, what's an honor? Go front of the In 1991, WinTV volunteer Chris Conroy asked station manager at that time, Marty DePero, if he could put together a volunteer recognition or award ceremony. She gave the go-ahead, so Chris, being a gifted writer and a videographer and editor, and created the Ollie Awards. The award was named after one of our Windsor's most prominent citizens, Oliver Ellsworth. Everyone say Oliver Ellsworth. We'll give him a chance to talk about it. Oliver is a drafter. He was drafting the United States Constitution. He was a United States Senator of Connecticut and the third Chief Justice of the United States. Also, Oliver Ellsworth loved Windsor and the people of Windsor. The first Ollie Award ceremony took place on January 24th, 1992, probably 154 degrees out at that time. And he recognized not only volunteers from 1991, but also they celebrated WinTV's 10-year anniversary. The ceremony was held in the cafeteria, now called the Senior Citizen at L.P. Wilson Center, Community Center. There's even, we had to dig real deep down in the archives, because there's even an official Ollie song. And we found it, and it goes like this.
Was a citizen of the world. He lived up the road near Hayden Station. He loved his country, stayed in town. His diplomat of wide renown. His nickname, Ollie, lives in celebration. Windsor is proud of Ollie and of WinTV. Since 1982, we've shown town meetings. filmed and brought delight. Mayor Griffin and his council send their greetings. A 10th anniversary tonight we celebrate. With all the awards to go to those who we venerate. Move over ABC. Yes, and Fox Turner's time ratings will diminish, and we will finish ahead with MTV.
Now, this is what's going to happen. That song is going to stay in your mind all night. You know the song, sometimes you just can't get rid of it. So when you start humming it, just go right along. Anyway, while the Ollie Awards has changed its original look from 1992, its meaning still remains the same. It symbolizes outstanding efforts and support by the people of Windsor and surrounding areas. All who believe in diverse ideas, freedom of expression, and giving everyday people the tools to use the medium to share their beliefs. So that's what the Ollie's is all about. Now, if you can do me a favor, if you can all turn to the person to your left. And say, what about One TV? Thank you for asking. I'll tell you a little bit about One TV. 10 years before our first Ollie, Win TV was incorporated by the state of Connecticut in March of 1981. Win TV is a public education and government cable community access provider. We have a partnership with the town of Windsor for them to manage the government channel, get our own Gary Dogwitz produces and broadcasts all the town meetings for the town of Windsor, and does an outstanding job keeping residents up to date on the Windsor government and education issues. So there's a Harvard area franchise holder in 1981. It's called the Times Mirror Communication Incorporated. And it was required by a franchise agreement with the Connecticut Department of Public Utilities Control. Just in case you know that, the DPUC, if you want to think about that. They had to establish community access television in each of the 6 Harvard franchise towns. So once the station was incorporated, Times Mirror supported One TV through direct dollar grants, employed the station manager, and shared equipment. With this strong support from the franchise, One TV was ready to begin programming from the first home, which was the basement of Windsor Public Library. The program was created by community volunteers, and when they were on the air for 2 hours every weekday evening, and volunteers would come to the station to run tapes. Well, things have changed. The station has grown to now we're a 24-hour community station, also streaming live on the internet and offering demand programs. So this is what really Win TV is all about.
China to Colorado. Sometimes there's airplanes I can't jump out. Sometimes there's bullshit that don't work. Now we got a story, but please tell me what there's to complain about. When you're happy like a fool, let it take you over. When everything is out, you gotta take it in. This has gotta be good life. This has gotta be good life. This could really be good life, good life. I'm saying, this feeling that you can't find. The city is on fire tonight. This could really be good life, good, good life. Hopelessly, I feel like there might be something that I'll miss. Hopelessly, I feel like the window closes so quick. Hopelessly, I'm taking a mental picture of you now. 'Cause hopelessly, the hopeless we have so much to feel good about. Oh, this has gotta be good life. This has gotta be good life. This could really be good life, good life. I'm saying, got this feeling that you can't find. The city is on fire tonight. This could really be good life, good, good life.
Now that last clip there, everyone's turned around and looking down. Oh, did the computer act up? You know, that would be a part of the tape. Now we have a special guest for you. Scott Tucker is a native of Connecticut, but he graduated from Guilford High School in 1982. Received his bachelor's in studio art from Southern Connecticut State University in 1993, with a specialization in photography. Scott uses a, go ahead, my voice. I'll have to speak a little louder. Scott uses a collection of amphibians and reptiles in his presentations in schools, nature centers, and other places. There we go. It came back. To help each Connecticut resident of amphibians and reptiles to the state, to help people if they encounter these animals. Scott created and currently hosts a television program called Expedition New England. It airs on MTV Tuesdays at 5 p.m. and Saturdays at 8. Using his training as an artist and photographer, Scott documents the adventures of his family as they scuba dive the oceans and comb front yards, backwoods, and swamps in New England, looking for wildlife. He takes the audience on a journey and explores all forms of life, from earthworms to blue sharks, from spotted winged tiger beetles to birch trees. Scott presents the plants and animals in such a beautiful way that New Englanders are inspired to appreciate the magnificent ecosystem in their own backyard. And with this appreciation, he hopes our citizens will confront the issue of facing our local flora and fauna and take the steps needed to preserve and protect our land for future generations.
Oh, it's a striper! It's a striper! Come here, buddy! Come here! Jane pickles here, brown trout, possibly a yellow bull. 3 gorgeous copperheads. It is the most amazing freshwater system. And as predicted on a firecracker 4th of July, almost everybody's hungover or getting prepared to become such. That doesn't help. Somebody walked down this trail with a horse, crapped all over the trail.
And we would like to present Scott the special MTV Ollie Appreciation Award for his support of community access.
I'm crying. I had no idea what they were going to do. I mean, I didn't know what that clip was going to look like, and I am just blown away at the support and just the most amazing organization you have here in Windsor. I'm almost speechless, but that wouldn't be good. So I'll find some words. Thank you, Jenny. Thank you so much for everything you've done to put this together. I only got a couple of minutes, so I just want to keep it simple. And I promise that I won't cry that much, really. It's very emotional. Behind every man is usually a woman that you owe everything to. And they, in this particular case, behind the scenes, behind the cameras, gets virtually no recognition. And I happened to bump into my wife, of course, before we knew each other. We were husband and wife out in California while I was basically penniless and searching for myself, writing, exploring, and she and I fell in love with each other before there was anything. There was nothing. And today, I want to acknowledge my wife. Ava, would you please stand up and just please, everybody. She loved me for who I was, who I am, and for nothing else. And still does today. And it doesn't matter, although this is wonderful, nothing else matters. It's the true passion and the true love that keeps this fire burning to keep making the show. And so I just need to share with you that everything I could possibly say has got to come within this box of safe things to say, right? There's this safe box. I drove an hour from Madison to get here, thinking in this box, what can I possibly say that would sum up 101 episodes of Expedition New England and everything that we've done. And I'm going to attempt to break out of that box without getting arrested. And I think I could do it. And once again, I didn't know what I was going to say until I was sitting there and I listened to the wonderful speakers before me, and I thought, and I fact-checked this on Google, okay? In the pew, there is no public access in Russia. There is no public access in China. We have pure public access. We still have it. This is huge. This is gigantic. And, you'll lose sight of that. We have access to the television. And although I'm doing a very nature-oriented show, I'm speaking to the kids and those that were young at heart and were kids at heart at the age of about 40 when I decided to do this. Is that you can do it. You can produce your own television show with a laptop and some courage. That's all it takes. Laptop? All right, you need some video software, editing software. All right, editing software. All right, maybe even a camera. It's on your phone. You got cameras on your phone. You can do it.
And I'm here to tell you, I want you to do it. If you have any passion to show people how you feel and excite them about what you love, you can do it. And if you don't know how, you can contact me and I will come and I'll show you what I did. Today, Expedition New England is on all over the country through PEG Media. If you haven't heard PEG Media, it's an ability for any producer to not only air locally, but to air through the other local public accesses. We just got a call the other day I got a call from a sister-in-law in California. You're on in California! I'm looking at you! Of course, it was the one show that Ava had hoped to never make it to her hometown in California. She's giving birth to our son in the show. And listen, we hadn't had many fights at the editing room table, but let me tell you, there were some fights about proper cropping. You didn't crop that enough! So it was just, again, like, pinch me. This is not public access of what you once thought it was. Public access is really so valuable and so important for us to maintain that any initiatives to squash it, anything that you hear about that could potentially lessen your access, you need to stand up and you need to say something. I mean, believe me, there will be more opportunities. I just want to close with this and just say that everybody has a dream. And my dream spawned a long time ago, but it got shoved back down a hole. And it took almost 15 years for me to have the courage to make this show. I was 25 when I dreamt about a show. It took me until I was 40. So if you have a dream and it's not happening, I believe whatever it is, it can and you can, we can. Thank you.
I said a couple things that talk about passion, and you can see he exemplifies that passion in that sense. So thank you, Scott, for encouraging them and others to also get involved with filming and on TV. So I truly appreciate that. Thank you for being such a great advocate. But one other thing Scott mentioned, we talked about the box. You mentioned the box. Yeah, well, we were rehearsing last night, and Scott brought a box with, bugs and earthworms, and they all got out. So if you ever see it, just let them know. I'm only kidding. I forgot. I told the truth, stay in church. No, again, thank you so much. Well, now it's time for a little bit of housekeeping, because we're about to get recognized to award winners. But before we start, I see a lot of community people in here, and I just want to make sure if you took part of a group that's being recognized and given an award, please just have one person in that show come out to podium to get your award. You'll have plenty of chances afterwards to pose with the album pictures in the back when you go back. Also, any type of award ceremony, when I getting awards ceremony list, you have Ollie girls. And so we have two great Ollie girls, just like to introduce Nikki Horner and Jessica Starr. Okay, let's begin. First one is one of my favorites. Our Sunday programming has a strong and loyal following. It offers diverse, enriching, and uplifting messages, whether preaching the gospel, kneeling in prayer, or even raising the roof with song or exaltation. We're proud to have these inspirational programs as part of our MTV family.
inspirational programming. Church of God of Prophecy. In season and out of season. Oasis Christian Church. Mount Calvary Baptist Church. Rehoboth Church of God. Power for Freedom. Spirit-filled Deliverance. Voice of Deliverance. Zion Songs. Full Gospel Foundation. Tell the Truth Ministries.
Congratulations. Next, we're going to talk about talk, lifestyle, and awareness. There are several regular programs that make One TV so interesting. Thought-provoking interviews, conservative issues, health, cooking, culture, music. What interests you? I'm sure you'll find a show on it on One TV.
Talk, lifestyle, awareness. Otter Creek Outdoors. New England cuisine. Caitlin Today. TV Caribbean. Vintage Radio and Communications Museum. Simply Fresh Food with Chef Renee. Rustanino, Saturday Night Rock. Higher Ground. Undercover TV. Go Green, Go Veg. Expedition New England. Windsor Land Preservation. Conversations with the President. Connecticut Valley Views. Words of Peace. Diversity in the community. Senior Voice. Service above self.
sports. With championship teams across the land, Win TV is there to tell the best of the best that's happened in our town. In 2013, we had a regular crew of videographers who kept cheering for our hometown teams.
Sports. Football. Lacrosse. Baseball. Basketball.
And I ask these individuals to come forward that you can hear. To start with Dennis Morgan. Dennis. Randy McKinney. And Lorenzo Elliott. Congratulations. Okay, I'm going to ask you, think back to when you were 8 years old. No, if you haven't reached 8 years old, I think when you look at 8 years old. But think back to when you were 8 years old. What were you doing? Did you have your own TV show? Well, if you're a young person in Windsor, if you're ages between 8 and 13, you can have your TV show. Win TV's KidVid and Film and Charge program are just popular amongst the production and workshopping club for kids. The waiting list for our summer program, especially what these kids all do: producing, writing, directing, lighting, audio, camera, controlling room, and acting. Let's take a glimpse at 2013.
Kids programming. KidVid 1. KidVid 2. KidVid editing. Filming chargers.
Every kid that was involved with a 2013 film, okay, you don't need to send one representative. All of you, come on up.
Technical volunteers and interns. Caitlin Alley. Mike Cook. Randy McKinney. Charles Barberi. Andre Haley. Sierra Henry. Estelle Cruz. Howard Marsh. Victoria McGregor. Eric Baldwin. Keith Ruger. Paul Vazina. Roger Alley. Evan Jackson. Vivi Shanilis. Russ Danino. Anna Glassman. Dennis Morgan.
Please come forward. we need help providing lunches for our kids. Our area restaurants are very help. Our local businesses help with in-kind donations, programs, event sponsorships, and grants. And most importantly, to help to spread the word about Win TV and cheer our successes and accomplishments. So let's take a look at the clip for our community support.
Community support. Harmon Funeral Home. Beanery at Bart's. David Dexter, Town of Windsor Busing. Tunxus Grill. Dr. Lippman Family Dentistry. Windsor Federal Savings. Union Street Tavern. Dom's Broad Street. PC Development. Mahaney's. Conica Minolta. Siniscali Signs. The Hartford Windsor Charitable Giving Committee. Windsor Chamber of Commerce.
No, I think now we just identified and recognized our volunteers, the community support from our businesses, local businesses, and now, you know, that will come together, that comes together to make Win TV such a great organization that it is. But there's a little bit more. You know, we have staff at Win TV. When we put that together, that just makes this an incredible organization. But there's no organization that can't survive and thrive unless they have a leader. And so now I'd like to ask their leader, who's been with Win TV for 4 years, has done an outstanding job, the one and only Jenny Moran.
When I began at Win TV 4 years ago, I came. Here I am. I'll just talk really loud. I came from a creative background of journalism, television production, and web design, and I was comfortable with technology and understood it fairly well. But there would come a time in any tech conversation where you would just see my eyes kind of glaze over, and I had just checked out. Being a nonprofit organization, we deal with a really tight budget and a skeleton staff, and we have no IT person in TV. We have no technical support. I lean heavily on my tech committee from my board of directors to advise me and pull me along that geek highway. So when I came aboard to Win TV, I came during a time of great transition, streaming video, on-demand programming, and AT&T was coming to the town of Windsor, and the town hall departments themselves needed to jump on that fast-moving train and stay relevant, and in an ever-changing world of technology. So the deal with AT&T and video streaming, granted, this was already a done deal when I was hired. It was just a few signatures to the contract, and deliveries and setup of equipment was all that needed to be done. I had absolutely no clue what was going on, totally lost. So here I was trying to learn my new job as station manager at Win TV and all that it entailed. And now I was looking at a contract, a thickness of of a phone book and questions about configurations of encoders and routers and training on software. And Jose Garibay, part of the information technology department at the town of Windsor, literally saved me. I understand that WinTV is an unusual beast in that we have this awesome agreement with the town of Windsor that they completely manage the government channel 96. So the town was all set to get this puppy going so that they could stream town council, board of ed meetings live and archive them for on-demanding. So Jose, honestly, the most patient man I have ever known, started getting phone calls from me, a lot of phone calls, weekly, daily. I don't understand this. What does this mean? I'm so confused, kind of phone calls. And the most defining moment I remember about Jose is when we were trying to get the wiring straight at WinTV to our new encoders, and it needed to run from a certain phone panel, the L.P. Wilson building, or something like that. I still don't know exactly, but we thought it was in one place, and it wasn't, and Jose, who had kind of taken on the role of our IT contact person for WinTV during this process, which wasn't his job whatsoever, realized that the T1 wires were coming from where it wasn't the correct place. So he took it upon himself to help us. He came in on his day off and literally got on a ladder at the L.P. Wilson Community Center and spent hours threading lines through ceiling tiles to our master control room. No pay, no glory, just knowing that we had no resources to do this. And he knew that it needed to be done. I will never forget that gesture, or the continued gestures that Jose bestows upon us at WinTV whenever I have the dumbest questions ever regarding our video streaming. He has gone above and beyond anyone in my years at WinTV, and when we decided to provide these Ollie boards, I knew immediately who I wanted to receive a special recognition award for his support of WinTV. So it is my honor to present the 2013 Special Recognition for Support of WinTV to Jose Garibay.
Send hometown Windsor to the troops.
I referred earlier to my first days at WinTV and the transition I've been through, trying to understand this wacky world of community access television, and my role as station manager of Windsor's community access station. One day in 2010, when I had come back from lunch, there was a volunteer application on my desk from a young woman named Dee White. I called Dee and asked her to come in and meet with me. She came in, wearing a hat, of course. And without me realizing it, she immediately convinced me that I couldn't live without her. She had 2 part-time jobs, was putting herself through college, and was one of the most dedicated volunteers I had ever worked with. She would come in, edit, and then ask for more to do. I started running out of things to have her edit. She was so quick and so good. I got to know her better each time she came in. She told me how she had a hard time finding a focus in high school until she walked into the video production teacher, Steve Hodges' class. Steve Hodges is, yes. And she knew she had found what she was meant to do in life. Editing was her passion. Our programs became more and more creative with Dee editing them. Everything you've seen tonight is Dee's work. She had a young, vibrant, and artistic style that breathed energy and excitement into even the most not so exciting programs she was given to edit. "You should hire me, Jenny," Dee would say with a smile. And I wanted to hire her, but I knew I couldn't give her many hours or pay her well. And Win TV had never hired someone just to edit before. So there were a lot of factors I had to consider. But she wouldn't give up. "You should hire me, Jenny." And so I did. And it was the best decision that I ever made at Win TV. I depend on Dee every single day at Win TV, and she has never let me down. Dee's graduated from college now, and we know that we will only have her with us at Win TV for a little while longer as she goes on to bigger things that fully use the great talents she's been blessed with. Dee is not only our lead editor, but she is our production supervisor. She's a KidVid leader. She's an after-school program leader. She's a videographer. She's a producer. She's a technical director. She's a graphic designer. She's a volunteer trainer. She's a teacher. She's a mentor to our young people. She is a professional. And she's an artist. It's with great affection and pride that I present the 2013 Ollie Award for Special Staff Recognition to Deanna White.
Congratulations, everyone. And let's give everyone a round of applause. I just want to keep in mind that Win TV is a nonprofit organization that relies on screening for many things, and we're proud to honor our volunteers tonight. And if you'd like to make a donation this evening, please look at the donation table when you walk in, and anything will be appreciated, and thank you for your support. I'd also like to thank, once again, Grace Episcopal Church for donating this facility to us tonight. They are offering rental of these facilities, so anytime anyone has an interest, please reach out to them. We'll be glad to rent the facilities to you. Also, I'd like to recognize and thank two people that are behind this evening tonight. One is Michael Bailey, the director of all the volunteers, board of directors, staff, everyone that helped put this together. They were here a big part of yesterday, just putting this all together for all the volunteers and for all of you. So again, on behalf of the board of directors, on behalf of Jenny and Ollie, thank you very much for coming. The party isn't over. We still like you to come back and back so you can take the photos and enjoy some more of the music. And again, thank the music that came from the bands from Windsor High School, the cooks from the culinary school, Windsor High. So once again, our